Hey everybody, it's been a while since we made a video. Just been super busy with working a lot and camping on the weekends. We have here is our old it's made by Starcraft. It's a 14-foot V-bottom aluminum boat. So while we was out camping, apparently came home and somebody was nice enough to put a bullet hole in it for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to fix it. And I bought, first I filled it, tapped it down on the inside the best I could to keep it from popping back out, too much on this side. And this was probably about a week ago, and then pumped it full of 100% silicone. Just want to make sure it was all sealed up real good. And then went and got, talked to a few people because I was going to rivet some aluminum back on it. They said this would probably be a better option. Nice, easy, cheap fix. It's that flex tape. I'm sure about everybody's seen the commercial of that guy with a boat cut in half in one commercial and then the bottom cut out in another. So we're going to give it a shot. It's supposed to get rock hard after it fully cures. So we're going to give it a shot. And the boat, I had the boat setting on the trailer it's on now. Had it setting on it upside down, to keep rain out of it, and setting along my fence. So whatever they hit it with was definitely seemed like a small round. Because I know my concealed carry would have went plumb through this thing, but it went in here. It was upside down. Hit it from the this is the back of the boat, but it came up. It went through the back here. And the wooden seats on the inside, it hit the bottom of the seat, ricocheted off the bottom, and then it came over to this side, and there's you can see like where the rivets are, there's an aluminum pillar on the inside for support, and it's actually lodged, the round is actually lodged inside that pillar. And from what I can tell, it didn't crack or pierce it anywhere. But I went ahead and cleaned it up, and I'm going to put a small patch over it anyway, just in case there's something there that I can't see. But it doesn't look like it's cracked or punctured anywhere, but I don't want to get out on the water and end up with, something trickling in, because it's usually, me and the kids. So I know that's what life jackets are for, but you don't want to be out somewhere and have to deal with that. It's a pretty old boat. It's from... I can't remember what the guy was telling us. I've had it for, I think this is the second season we've had it. But it was from the early 70s. And I didn't know it when we first got it, but apparently this is our camper that we work on once in a while. It's the same brand. The trailer's a 95, and this one is early 70s. I think the oldest, I can't remember what it said on the title, but oh, come on now. The oldest tag on it, state tag, is from 70, I believe 72. So we're going to try this out. It's supposed to be, from what I read, I know this stuff is super sticky. I like to never got these ends opened up without tearing stuff up. But it's supposed to be, you just cut and stick. It's pretty simple. You can just get it open. This says to have a razor blade or a good pair of scissors. And cut a piece to the size you need, and hopefully it's as easy as they say. I know the ends were pretty hard to get off, so we'll see. All it is rubber with a sticky backing. Let's set that down there. So we'll see. We got this up here. I guess it looks like you just pull it. Cut out the size you need. It's like super sticky, and then once you put it on, you got to have something that it recommends using something to roll to get the air bubbles out, which I got. I'll probably have to use a socket. This it can be put on wet or dry, which you can see there. I used just used a wire wheel. This one here, nothing fancy, just used Just used a wire wheel to clean the metal up some. It's all aluminum. Just cleaned it all up real good, and put the silicone in it. Let that set for close to a week, and then I went and got this yesterday. So this one is just shy of $13. This is the bigger roll. It's biggest one they had. It's 4 foot. It's 4 inches. It's 4 inches wide and 5 feet long. It's like $12.89 or something like that. So that'll probably do it. Probably should have used a razor blade, but I'm sure it would have made it a lot easier than this. It makes me think a lot of that sticky roofing stuff. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bear to cut. Dang. Yeah, I definitely recommend using a razor blade. This is super, super sticky. Try putting it on this way and see if that works. That's already got the scissors gummed up. Dang. And it's cutting it. Tag on, man. Jesus. I'll give them that. It's super sticky. Alright, so the way it works is you put it on. You gotta roll it out to get the air bubbles out of it. Oh man, they say once it's on, it's on. But we'll see. So we'll go through. What I'm worried about is the crease, so the design of the boat, how it's got these ridges, is the part I was worried about. Just like right where the hole is it's like right along this crease. They couldn't have hit it in a flat spot, so we can get it down that crease some. It's sticking. We'll see. It's the first time I've ever used it, but read a lot of reviews, and it's got a lot of good reviews. Okay. That's the other part I was worried about, because I was wanting to cover that one rivet up. It seems to be going right around it. It's actually going on really well. You really, well, at least I'm having good enough luck to where you don't even really have to roll it. That's not too bad. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see if I can get you in a little closer. You can see the lump in the middle. This right here is where I put the 100% silicone in it first. And yeah, because I was going to go a different route, which most likely I would have done anyway, but it's hard for me to trust stuff, so. Seems to be on pretty good. And once you get it on, you're supposed to be able to It says it has a backer on it that you gotta peel. See if we can get it to. I want to pull off. Let's see. I can't get nothing to peel. Alright, well, make sure we have the air bubbles out of it, I guess. I can't get it. It's supposed to be able to peel this back cover off. And all I'm doing is getting everything to pull back off, the whole pack. But it's on there, so we'll see. The only thing I was worried about was, since it's on the lower part of the boat instead of the side, is if we hit any, you know, you get into shallower water sometimes, you know, you get in certain rivers, and if you get down into a low set of riffles, rapids, whatever you want to call them, we always call them riffles, you get into some low riffles, and if you hit the bottom, is how well it's actually going to hold up, is what I'm worried about. So, well, I don't know. I can't get it to peel off, but it's on there. Maybe I'll let it set on there for a couple days and then try to get it, I guess. Definitely ain't no hurry. We ain't taking it out anytime soon. I just wanted to get it patched up. And it's some sticky stuff, so I'll just do that. Maybe it'll wear itself off. This stuff, you're supposed to be able to put it on wet or dry. It's like it shows in the commercial. It says the same thing on here. You're supposed to be able to put it on wet, dry. It doesn't matter. You just want to make sure everything's dirt and grease free. So we took all the paint and stuff off of it. Took it down to the bare aluminum before we put it on. So I don't know if you're better off trying to get the peel to start before you cut it. I don't know, but it's definitely on there. Every time I pull on it, it pulls the corner up. So, might stick as good as they say and seal, but the backing's not wanting to pull off easy. I don't know. Make sure it's all good and flat and sticking. See that rivet, man, it really just stuck all the way around that rivet. It's on it tight. Where's that finger? Where'd it go? There it is. See, that's one of these rivets that holds the pillars for the support on the inside. That's what that is right there. I mean, it went nice and tight all the way around it. And the bump here, this is like rain falling out of the trees. That's the silicone that I put in it. The bullet didn't look like a real super high caliber round. Well, at least the hole anyway. I mean, I'm not a professional with handguns or anything, but I've been around enough of them to know that it definitely was a smaller gun. Too big for a 22. It doesn't look like it was any bigger than a 9mm. I know mine's a 45 that I carry, and it would have went plumb through this thing. But I don't know. Just wanted to show you guys. See how this turns out. I mean, it went on good. We done it just like it said. Yeah, well, mine is pulling the backing off. I'm gonna let it set for. You're supposed to be able to pull it straight off. I'm gonna let it set on there for a couple days. I can't get it to come off without actually pulling at the patch. I'm going to do the other side also, even though it doesn't look like there's any kind of hole or crack, but I'll let you know how it turns out.